Okay, aloha. We are about to do our very first injected with Hawaiian Riptide turkey. So we've got turkey all thawed out. I've got Hawaiian Riptide. And so what I've done, because it's not necessarily ready to be injected as it is coming from the bottle. So you just use like some cheesecloth, that's what this is, like a couple layers, and strain out any of the solids. And so what that does is that it keeps your syringe from getting clogged up, and then it makes it easy to just pull up some marinade that's ready to inject. Okay. And then here we've got turkey thawed out. I've got the legs already tucked underneath, or like the little wings here. So when it comes, they usually come loose, and all you need to do is just tuck them underneath, and then that makes the bird a little bit more stable, and also prettier on the plate. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we've got our marinade ready to inject. I've poured it in a little cup here, mostly so I'm not contaminating the bottle. It keeps the marinade separate from, what we might be using later. Because once you touch this into the chicken, like, it's contaminated, so you don't want to be using it for anything else. You don't want to be using this for anything else. Whatever is in here is going to go in the turkey, and anything left is going to get tossed. So our goal when we're injecting is to just do like as few entry points as possible, because we don't want like all the juice from the turkey to, bleed out while it's cooking. We don't want all the juices to run out. So got the needle in, just do a little bit of an injection, and then keeping that same entry point, just turn it, do a little bit more, and then come back through here, do a little bit more. Okay, so that's one leg. So, come back through and do the other side here. Just give it a little squeeze. Again, keep as few entry points as possible. And come back through here. Okay. Grab some more marinade. So we're pretty excited because this is the first time. We were talking to a friend of ours today, and it just seemed like a lot of marinade to try to, really hard to, I'm like, how do you marinate a whole turkey, right? But injecting it really just gets it in to all the good places, and then you don't actually have to use as much marinade as you would trying to marinate the whole outside, which of course it wouldn't penetrate because it's not going to come through the skin. Breast on this second. You want to keep it as close to the carcass as you can. That way it gets deep inside the bird. And I've only got like half a cup of marinade in here. We put it in the measuring cup because I really wanted to see how much we were going to use. Let's see. I'm going to go back to my same point here. Come down here. Okay. Come back over here. I missed the bottom part here. pretty excited. So we've got this coming in, and then we're gonna let it sit overnight. What do you think? Like about 12 hours? I'm gonna come here on the back part of the breast. And then I'm gonna flip our bird over. So this is just a little meat injector needle, and then we'll come back here along the back. Little drumette part. I think that's pretty much it. Still got a little bit left. So it doesn't take much to inject it all in there. Now we're gonna bag it up, put it in the fridge for 12 hours and let it sit there, and then throw it in the oven tomorrow. We'll have our first Thanksgiving Hawaiian Riptide turkey. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, it'll be tomorrow, but for the video, it'll be just in, a few seconds. Okay, aloha. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, good morning, everybody. We are stuffing the bird. We've got a giblet cornbread stuffing that is like Ray's mom's recipe that we're trying for the first time this year. And so we're just stuffing the cavity, and we're really excited because we know that marinade that we injected is going to be like just infusing the cornbread and as it cooks. So I've got the bird stuffed, and then I'm just gonna throw it into the oven. I'm gonna do a little bit of a slow roast. It'll be about 275 degrees. It's about 25 to 30 minutes a pound at that temperature. And we have an 11-pound bird, so it's roughly about 5.5 hours. But you need to add like about 5 minutes per pound for the stuffing because we are using the stuffing. We are stuffing the bird. I've got our thermometer, which we just insert into the breast. Let me do that really quick here before we...
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. So you just want to insert it into the thick part of the breast. I'm going through the bag. You have to puncture holes in the bag anyway to do so that it doesn't explode in the oven. So just leave it like that. You want it to be in the thick part of the breast, not on the bone, but into the meat part, because the bone will give you a false reading if you get too close to it. And that's it. We're going to throw it into the oven, let it cook, and then we'll have our first Hawaiian Riptide turkey. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to pull the turkey out of the oven. My thermometer is telling me it's done, so it's so good. I checked the temperature earlier, and the meat's all cooked, but I needed to, you got to make sure that your stuffing, and when you stuff the bird, your stuffing has to be 165 as well. So we're all good on that. I'm actually, 169 on my stuffing. So I'm excited. I'm gonna check again on the breast. So your meat has to be at least 165. And then when you take it out, usually the temperature rises about 5 degrees as it's resting. So it looks like we're all good to go. I'm gonna let it rest here in the bag, and then we'll come back when we carve it up. Okay, got our Hawaiian Riptide turkey out of the oven. It's rested, and I'm just gonna pop open the bag here. Excited. While this was resting, we were cooking the rest of our goodies. Got homemade mashed potatoes. I got stuffing. We got everything. Homemade green bean casserole. Not the kind you use with the, what do you call, with the cans. So, and then I got a pan ready because I'm gonna make gravy out of the drippings. Oh, I need to get my stuffing out first. This little thing down. Guys, it smells so good. Again, we cooked it in the oven, roasted it slow, 275, about 30 minutes a pound.
That's what you call dig in.
I know Ray's been so quiet so far. I think we're all just so concentrated on how this is going to taste. We always hear like great ideas and stuff from our friends who use it, and the injection was our friend Adrian's idea.
So he's doing the same thing.
He's doing the same thing.
So we're excited to hear how his came out.
I think that's basically it. Okay. So I got all the drippings in there, but let's take a little slice here. Still steaming this time. So I just got a big slicing knife here. It looks good. It looks nice and juicy. Okay, I can't wait. Whew, it's hot. Babe, I'm gonna grab a piece.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that's
man.
good.
Man, that's good.
That's winter turkey dinner. It's juicy, it's moist, really tender. Man, I think that's the best turkey I've ever made.
I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, normally Ray won't eat the breast because it's usually really tough and dry.
I don't know what Sue's eating. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. You can see how moist it is in there. Okay.
How moist it is. All right.
Yeah. I think we got ourselves a hit. Gonna make gravy, and then we're gonna finally get to sit down and eat. We've been cooking and prepping since last night. Of course, everybody's Thanksgiving's like this, but before we go, let me get Ray his wine. Surprisingly, he's not drank all of his wine yet.
Yep.
So, cheers. Happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And happy turkey dinner whenever you cook it. This is going to be, man, our new turkey tradition whenever we make turkey. Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Yep.
Easter. We might be making a lot more turkeys now that we know how this tastes.
Turkey on Easter, turkey on my birthday, turkey on the 4th of July. But
cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Love you. A wine and a kiss.
And a smooch.
And a smooch.
Bye.